one of our strongest or best groups is the BRP project that John Stoner runs, Wendy's partner, which is basically, it's like a mutual aid facilitation. So it kind of, I think that actually goes in and breaks down how and why recovery works in a certain way. Do you know what I mean? So it kind of breaks down what's the characteristics of recovery, what's the characteristics of addiction, etc., etc. But in terms of sort of higher education and stuff like that, as you know yourself, David, when a lot of people get themselves sort of clean and sober, they then want to go on to better themselves and become as best as they can possibly be. So we get a lot of people either going back to higher education, picking up stuff that they'd left previously, or sort of restarting again. But I mean, we had it recently. One of our peers, Sophie, she sort of finished off a master's, and
wow,
and she's only about 6 weeks off giving birth to her first baby and everything as well. Partner Liam's a lovely guy. He's not one of us, but he's connected into our community. You know, it's one of the few supportive partners that you get that's not an enabler. But yeah, and just to sort of see where their journey's up to at the moment and everything with it, it's just wonderful to see. Yeah,
you're of course you've got a university on your doorstep, so that's great, isn't it?
Yeah.
And a decent relationship with the university?
Yeah, not so much through the recovery stuff. They partner with us more on the Billy Dyer side of things. So they're actually doing like the social value evaluation for us at the moment. But we have better links with colleague Menai. They do a lot in terms of like put short courses our way. So you know, like short photography courses or basic skills and stuff like that, or just being, especially for a lot of the guys as well, because it's almost like they've got this sort of idea, I want to go back to education, but returning to the classroom is very, very different. So for a lot of them, it's almost like they need these taster sort of sessions. Some of them go in there and think, I can do this and go back. Another of them think, no, this was a really, really bad idea. Do you know what I mean? So it just gives them that ability without being impulsive and committed to a 3-year course and sort of chat. I mean, we've seen that a couple of times, where people sign up for the Open University and all that sort of stuff, and but these funding grants and all that sort of crap that sits behind the back of it, David, it never really sits very well with me, that sort of stuff, because I just kind of wonder, are they just doing it because there's a financial sort of benefit or whatever. Like I say, I much prefer it when they're actually looking at a banger uni as opposed to the OU. I think, like I say, the OU's just can be a bit of a DOS at times, really. But just for a lot of the guys, you just get that thirst for education, just that thirst to better themselves again, really, and kind of, because I think the addiction limits them to or what they think they're capable of, and then I think once they actually make that change and start to get well, they think, well, shit, I can actually do anything that I want to now. So let's try and raise the bar a little bit. Let's try and raise the expectations.